Doesn't get much better than this, does it? It is playoff time. And for those of us that are EFL fans, and I assume that is all of you guys too, this is brilliant. Bring it on now. It is our first semi-final, first leg tonight. Bristol City versus Sheffield United. Tomorrow it's Coventry versus Sunderland. And then we do it all over again on Monday night and Tuesday night in the reversed fixtures. Absolute drama, tension, narrative of tournament football. I absolutely love this time of year. And here we go. Drink it in. It will be gone in a flash. May the 24th is the final one of these two teams. Bristol City and Sheffield United are going to be going to Wembley. And one of the teams that is going to Wembley is going to the Premier League. That is the prize at the end of this little 3-game batch of tournament football. Huge welcome to everybody tonight. Drink in the drama and the tension. If you're a neutral, you'll be able to enjoy it. If you're here and you're a Bristol City fan or a Sheffield United fan, good luck is all I will say. You've got to love the playoffs, but when you're in them, it gets a little bit nerve-wracking. Let's say some hellos in the chat. Good luck, Kieran, one of our Bristol City fans who's at the game. And yes, I will be on the Sportsman YouTube channel. So when this stream finishes, we're going to try and get over there at 10 p.m. It'll be myself, Simon, Gab Sutton, and Ollie from the Sheffield United Way will be reacting to the game. So follow us across for my post-match reaction over on the Sportsman channel. Check that out. Looking forward to that. Welcome, JJ. Thoughts on rumours? Sellers could be sacked. I don't like those rumours, but would it surprise me? No. Dave, excellent legend. We'll see you over there. Tom, ready as we will ever be. Dan Bob, welcome. Jupiter, excited for this. Me too. Yeah, nice one, Dave Ewan. And we have a super chat target going. And we say thank you to a couple of our usual offenders. Very kind. Liam, playoff fever in the John Stead derby. Do you know what? I worked with John Stead's auntie, I think, possibly. That was she was related to him. Said I'm related to a footballer, you know. And obviously John Stead played for Ipswich, so I know him very well in DDO. Thank you, Liam, for the super chat. That is 1 for 5. And liking trash. Always there, on the money, brilliant stuff. If you can support, that would be absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate that. And Dylan, you absolute hero. There you go. There is another one. So we are 3 for 5 now. Dylan, hoping for a Bristol City win for something different. I think a few people are kind of thinking that, aren't they? We will get into team news imminently. I just want to say a few more hellos in the chat. Ryan, welcome. Kieran, Felix, Charlie, looking for a good cop. James, Sunderland fan, bricking it for tomorrow. Amen. We'll just relax for this evening. Who else are we saying hello to? Craig, welcome. Miss Alive. We'll do predictions in a minute. There you go. Confident. There you go. Watching to see who will be playing at Wembley from a Sunderland fan. Lovely stuff. Liam, welcome. Steve, welcome. Paul, welcome. I am, well, as you can tell, bloody excited and really looking forward to this. I love the playoffs. A little bit of history is written every single time. And we're getting close. Is that 4 for 5 on the Super Chats? Kieran, you absolute legend. Ben, have a team won the playoffs by finishing 6th. I did the research the other day. Last team to get to the final finishing 6th was Derby, Frank Lampard's Derby in 2019. Last team to win it, Blackpool, 2010. So we have had 14 consecutive playoff tournaments without the team that finishes in 6th spot winning. So I know it's a long-standing soapbox of mine, but those of you that tell me it's a lottery, it really isn't. And 6th place finds it very, very difficult. No wins for 14 seasons. Right, shall we get into team news? Talk to me about the lineups. As ever, I want to know who your key players are, who your potential match winners are as well. We are doing the lineups for playoff semi-final leg number 1. Right, we're going to have to do this without any graphics tonight, but we'll be all right, won't we? For Bristol City, the home side, let me know who you're looking forward to seeing play, who your potential match winners are. Max O'Leary is the keeper. We've got a back three of Zach Viner, Rob Dickey, and I always get this wrong. It's not George Tanner. It's Ollie. It is George Tanner. I call him Ollie Tanner, and it's not. It is George Tanner. It's not Ollie Tanner. There you go. I'll get my head around that at some point during the stream. Wide, Yu Hirakawa and Ross McCrory, who's a bit of a goal machine at the moment, the left wing back. Look out for him arriving on the back stick. In midfield is Joe Williams and Jason Knight. By the way, O'Leary, Viner, and Knight all played every single minute, 4,140 of the regular season, particularly for Viner, and even more so for Knight. To do that from central midfield is pretty spectacular. Off the front, Max Bird, Anis Mehmeti, and Naki Wells is playing in the 9. On the bench for Bristol City, Bajic, Pring, Roberts, Earthy, Cornick, McGuane, Bell, Twine, Armstrong. Let me know who your possible match winners, who are you looking forward to seeing play out of that lot. And we need to say thank you. We've got our 5th super chat. We have hit the target. So I'm going to give a quick shout out before I do the Sheffield United team to all our 5 super chatters. Thank you, John. Let's give them all a shout out. You can keep them coming if you want, but we have hit the target of 5, a mere 8 minutes into the stream. You lot are the best. Save them for tomorrow, maybe. Liam, thank you. Let me click these up so everyone gets a good shout out. Liking Trash, Dylan, Kieran, and John. Thank you so much. We've hit the super chat target, but if you do want to contribute, then that is fine by me. This will always be free, but if you can help out with a little donation, that would be absolutely fabulous. Right, Sheffield United in goal, Mike Cooper, who I believe was their player of the year, voted by the players possibly, or by the fans, can't remember. Burrows and Chowdhury are fullbacks with Robinson and Ahmed Hodzic. I've got to say, Ashton Gate looks bloody great tonight. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful sight. You've got to love these playoff setups where you play an evening game and it starts in the lovely sunlight and things gradually go dark as we go on. Brilliant stuff there. Did I do the centre backs? I did Robinson and Ahmed Hodzic. Souza, he was in my team of the season, and Siddy Peck. So was Gus Harmer, who really turned up for the playoffs for Coventry, and I had a few Cov fans remind me today that he went off in the final. Would they have beaten Luton if he hadn't gone off? Sliding doors moment. It looks like is that the that's not rain, is it? That's got to be the what do you call them? The sprinklers watering the pitch, hasn't it? Yeah, it just looked like it was hammering it down with rain. Unbelievable. And Tyrese Campbell and Kiefer Moore in for Sheffield United. So I know a lot of people see 2 strikers these days and assume that means it's an attacking lineup. That's not always the case, but for us old school football fans, always fun to see 2 strikers starting. Excuse me, especially the big man, little man combo. Can they put the camera a bit higher? It is high up there, isn't it? I've sat in the press box, actually. Up there in the press box is the good seats, actually. They're right on top of the, right at the front of the top tier. It goes even further back for the fans. Beautiful evening here in the West Country. There you go. Definitely the sprinklers then, Dave. Not getting rained on. Right, the players are coming out. I have waffled long enough. I need predictions from you guys. You've got 24 seconds. Sam and I were very boring, so I hope we're wrong. Sam took the 1-1, which left me with the 0-0. I'm not calling a 2-2 in a playoff semi-final first leg. Too low margin for me. We rarely get 2-goal leads going into leg 2, do we? Let me know your predictions in the comments right now. Type them in. I'll read as many as I can. You got 24 seconds. Away you go. Right, let's do some predictions, guys. Get them in those comments right now. I'll let this roll a little bit longer. I want your predictions for this one. It's playoff tournament football. It could be low margin. It often is. I hope we get goals, but sometimes you don't in the playoffs. I went to semi-final last year at Norwich versus Leeds. That was 0-0. I think both were 0-0, weren't they? Who else was in last year? Southampton. Who did Southampton play in the playoffs? West Brom. Must have been, mustn't it? But there you go. I can barely even remember that game. Right, let's get your predictions in. What have we got going on here in the channel? Read as many of these as we can. Start with Aaron, 1-1. Jonathan, 1-1. 2 in a row for Big Kiefer. Yeah, it could be. Neil, effing Neil. Go on, Polska. Desmond, 4-2. There we go. Tournament football out the window. You'd love to see it, wouldn't you? 2-0 Bristol City, 1-0 Bristol City. Sheffield United, 2-0. Desmond, 2-1. You guys are going for goals. 3-3, 2-2, 2-1. 2-1. Nil effing nil. There you go. Man after my own heart there, Etienne. 2-1 Bristol City. 3-0 to Bristol City. The optimistic Blade. All 1-1. 2-0 Blaze. 2-1 Sheffield United. 2-2. 2-3. My God, I'd love to see it. Honestly, in tournament football, it can be so cagey in the first legs, though. Can't it? Right, let's click through all of these. Johnny, 1-1. Paul, 2-0. Gatcha, 2-1. David, 1-0. Martin, 3-1. 4-1, Steve. 1-1. Ben, 2-1. Dave, 2-0. Sandra. Right, I'm going to click through all of these. I'm so sorry if your name doesn't get read out. There we go. Have I done them all? Nil effing nil. All over it, we'll see. Danny, you bloody hero. Thank you so, so much. That is Super Chat number 6. We are killing it tonight on the Super Chats. Thank you, Danny. You can join the Hall of Fame. Do away get asked this every year. No, away goals have not counted. Well, they never actually counted double. They just decided the game, didn't they? But God, that's been a good 20 years, hasn't it? And I do my normal rant after Ipswich got screwed by it, and particularly the one on extra time. Anyway, that's a rant that that I won't leave alone, and a rule that was grossly unfair to the teams that finished higher, given that the teams that finished lower had the potential for 120 minutes to score away goals. But there you go. Right, we are off and running. Play-off football. You've got to love it. You can feel the tension. Let's get into this. Let's get a feel for this game. Tanner has it. How cagey is it going to be tonight, guys? Will someone take a lead? Can anyone get 2 goals up in the first legs? It's difficult. It's so, so difficult. We have had a couple of switcheroonies in the past couple of years. Obviously, last season, it was 0-0 in both games. Norwich then losing 4-0 at Leeds. What was Southampton, West Brom? Was it 2-0 in the end? Or I can't even remember that game. I must have done it as a watch along. As well, season before, we did get a turnaround, didn't we? Because Sunderland beat Luton at Stadium of Light 2-1, and then Luton won 2-0 in the other one. Coventry defensive masterclass with this guy on the ball now, Gus Harmer, and he tries to get into the box and wins an early corner for the Blades. That's more what we're likely to see in the playoffs. Why haven't I started the clock? I'm sure someone's told me that in the chat. Let's catch up. We're at about 1:35. There we go. My apologies. We are off and running. I promise you. Clock set. I've done it now. There we go. Thank you. I knew someone would have said. Ben. Oh dear. Thank you for the super chat, but commiserations there. Tom Cleverly. Ole. Bless him. He's looking for a job. Thank you, Ben, for the great support. Harmer whips the corner in. Good punch by O'Leary. Under pressure. Burrows recycle. Peck. Knocked back out. Chowdhury, poor ball. He clips it. Diag. But Harmer wins it. Nods it on. And I must read this one from Danny. I wrote a message with a donation. Guess I got the donation, Danny. Thank you. 2-0 Bristol City today. Important. They don't lose tonight. Yeah, you'd think it's going to be too hard, isn't it? Any team losing the home game. Although we did see, and this is the one that always comes up, Derby County, Frank Lampard's Derby County it was, lost 1-0 at home to Leeds. Kamar Roof with the goal, and then won 4-2 in the second leg to get through in an incredible Championship playoff semi-final. Souza boots that clear as it breaks in the box. More flicks on. Campbell. Harmer, nice and central. Harmer, lovely ball into the channel for Tyrese Campbell. Burrows underlap ahead. Campbell crosses in early. Good start by Sheffield United. Second corner, breaking quickly. Bristol City reached the Championship playoffs before. Yes, they lost in, someone tell me the year, guys. 2008, was it? Dean Windass with the winning goal for Hull. Was it 2008? Someone check me years there. But that's the last time Bristol City have been in. Another corner to the Blades. Lively so far. Best part of the season. I love it too, Harrison. You can cut the tension with a knife. And it goes from Harmer, back stick. More good header across. It's going to go back out to Harmer. And I think Peck kind of jumped in his way there. Sheffield United starting really well here. They don't want to lose it there, though. It's back with Hamza Chowdhury. Welcome to our Bangladeshi friends. If we have any watching, we normally do whenever Chowdhury is playing. You are so welcome. Did I get the year right, Sam? I cannot believe it if I did. VAR just in the final, Etienne. And I will be there on the 24th. Really, really looking forward to that one. And I suppose at this point, I should say thank you to the EFL. We are partnered with them for fantasy playoffs. I hope you are playing along tonight. I've got Gus Harmer in my team. I wonder whether he'll come up with any goals, assists, etc. for me tonight. There's one in the channel from Ameti to Chase, all the way through to Mike Cooper. And it is all Sheffield United thus far. They've been the better side. Could you stop reminding us of the Derby Leeds tie? Craig, it was such a crazy outlier tie. It always comes up for breaking so many records. I feel your pain, but it's always going to come up in conversation, that one. In the same way, Sunderland, when we're doing them tomorrow, Sunderland 4, Charlton 4 will come up tomorrow. You know it will. Vox Phantom has joined as a YouTube member. Referee Langford has just called for the concussion check on Ross McCrory. We're going to be having a little tinker with the YouTube membership to see if we can give you guys a bit more value next season. Do let me know what you'd like to see as members. My sincerest apologies, guys, but I've been struggling with a cold all day. So I'm very quickly going to mute and blow my nose. So this is going to be terribly disgusting, but give me 1 second. There we go. We are back. Any mothers, fathers in the chat with 3-year-old children, tell me how often you're ill. I'm ill every 3 weeks. Oh, has he broken his nose? Oh, he looks in a lot of pain there, McCrory. There's blood streaming from his nose, poor fella. I wonder if he's broken that. Ouch. That'll ruin your day, won't it? I don't know if they were trying to reset it then, and that was what he was wincing for. I'm glad they've stopped the zoom. Tight one on his face. We don't want to see that. Someone in quite such discomfort. Hopefully he's good to keep going. But if that's broken and it's soft, he won't be continuing this game. Hay fever time of the year. Give us two. That's a good question. Join in with that one in the chat. McCrory's still down. 2 Premier League ready players from both sides. Well, I would say Sousa and Harmer for Sheffield United. Probably Knight. I'm not being disrespectful to Bristol City. It's more difficult to find 2 in there. Maybe Knight and Bird, the 2 ex-Derby lads. Who's Bristol City's all-time best player? Someone will have to tell me that in the chat. Did Joe Jordan used to play for Bristol City, or did he manage them? Leroy Rossini was a bit of a legend there, wasn't he? Is McCrory back in the game? Doesn't look like it yet. Hopefully he's okay. Bristol City circulating the ball around the back. Viner. Tanner. Hirakawa. Tanner. Williams. First real kind of feel of the ball, really, this for Bristol City. 8 minutes in. Yeah, Mike Cooper's a fair shout. Is he not Welsh, Mike Cooper? Is he English? I think I might have fallen over this one before. There's Hirakawa down the right. Nice seeing this for Bristol City if they can work it. Bird. Tanner. Oh, tried the pierce ball through there. Bird looking for Wells. Going for the killer pass. Cut out at the last. Oh, there you go. Andy Cole. That's not a bad shout. He was only there on loan, though, wasn't he, Wenlock? I think he was one of those ridiculous ones where he went on loan for about 10 games and scored 10 goals, of course, didn't he? McCrory is back on, and he's in the penalty box. McCrory puts the cross in. Robinson spoons the clearance away with the right foot. Bristol City coming into this now after a really nice start from Sheffield United. Rob Newman, Bristol City. I remember him. Or was he not Bristol Rovers, Rob Newman? I don't remember. Was he the manager, Michael? He never played for him, Joe Jordan. I'm just trying to think. That's a great player, isn't it, Joe Jordan? But if he didn't play for him, Brian Tinian. He was on the staff until recently. Quite a good follow on Twitter, actually, wasn't he, Brian Tinian? Would speak his mind. It's going to be a throw-in for Sheffield United, which is going to go in long. So keep your eyes on Big Kiefer, who's headed towards the 6-yard box. He'll undoubtedly be the target. And if they've sent Ahmed Hodzic in as well, that's where it's gone. Flicked on by Ahmed Hodzic. And the ball is in the back of the net. And we have liftoff in the playoffs. That's a huge goal. Tyrese Campbell heads it in. It's a really bad start now for Bristol City. They are behind. No, they are not. I'm going to calm down. The offside flag has gone up. That one felt like it went up late. Be interested to see that one back. Thought we'd got the deadlock broken early in this one. Chris Wilder and Jack Lester That's effing BS, says Chris Wilder. I can lip read that. I don't know if he's seen a replay on the iPad that we haven't. The throw-in went in. Right, let's have a look. Is this offside? Oh, my God. Well, I don't think Peck touches it. So Campbell is miles onside. Does Peck touch it? No. That should have been a goal. It's over the line before Peck touches it. Campbell's definitely onside. Oh, they're hard done by their Sheffield United. That looked like it should have stood. I've seen 2 replays there. They froze it when Campbell heads on to Peck. Peck might not even be offside, actually, because it's his arm. So you'll have to figure out where the shirt sleeve is or the armpit or whatever. But that did not look like it should have been disallowed. Knight would have cleared if Sheffield United player wasn't offside. Well, 2 questions there. Would he? Was there interference if he didn't play the ball, and was he actually offside? We'll have to have a good look back at that one. Not much in it, was there? Because it might have been. I mean, Peck's arm is definitely ahead of Campbell, isn't it? We'll have a good look at that one at half time. Chris Wilder's fuming with that one. My first instinct was there was nothing wrong with the goal, but we can see with the minutiae there whether Peck was offside and interfering with play and stopping the defensive clearance or not. Was he actually offside is the question. Did he interfere? Was he offside? We'll have to get a good freeze of that, because it's going to be down to, they'd have to draw the lines on, wouldn't they, in VAR land, because his arm is his furthest bit forward, and you can't score with that. The goal's chalked off anyway. We can debate it until the sun goes down here. The goal does not stand. Right, we're going to get another look now. It's really hard to tell. Here's a better angle. Oh, if he's onside or offside, it's millimeters. Campbell's hip is pretty close. I think it's like a lower part of Peck's body. There's centimeters, millimeters in that one, I tell you. My goodness me. Wow. Well, the goal's been chalked off. If it's the right decision, it's a brilliant decision because it's by millimeters. If it's the wrong decision, tough luck, Sheffield United, because it's by millimeters. Wish we had VAR. Where's VAR when you need it? Hey, that was so close, wasn't it? I'm pleading the fifth on that, guys. You can't tell. You can't tell with any certainty on that one. Hopefully they can get a good freeze at half time and really zoom in there. It's come to the edge of the box. Oh, hit the crossbar. Wow. Oh, this is kicking off now. McCrory, and they've got it clear there through Brewster. Oh, how close was that? It's driven in from the edge of the box. Keeper's beat there, Mike Cooper, isn't it? Oh, he absolutely larrups that. Who is it? Is it Knight? Williams. Oh, what a hit. So unlucky. He hits that so hard. Look at that. Great technique. Oh, that's unlucky. Wow. Goodness me. We have had a cigarette paper offside call on this one. And we've had the crossbar absolutely rinsed there by Joe Williams. This is great stuff in the playoff semi-final first leg. Goodness me. I'll take this. Wasn't he debate all day long over VAR? Well, who knows? I've got to say, anyone saying with any certainty, I don't believe you. You can't say with certainty. You've got to have the humility to say, that's incredibly tight. I don't know. We're looking at a camera way away and we're trying to judge it with our eyesight. I think you just have to show humility, hold your hands up and say, That's super tight. I can't tell you on that one. It's either just on or just off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't envy the officials. What a strike by Joe Williams, hey? I think it's poor that VAR is in the final, but not the same. Well, I wouldn't say why. Oh, now here's another wrinkle. Does the keeper touch that? Max O'Leary touches that off Campbell's head, doesn't he? In which case, that phase would reset. I think that last replay now has me thinking that goal should definitely stand. Have another look. If you can spool back and look at that replay, if O'Leary touches that, they would reset the phase in VAR world, wouldn't they? Does the keeper touch the ball after Tyrese Campbell? I think he does. Harmer hits the shot deflected over the bar. It comes off Kiefer Moore. My goodness me. I mean, look, the amount of nuance we've got on this one-off cycle, it's impossible that the officials could have called it. But if the keeper touches that, obviously I think it's in the wording that makes an attempt to play the ball in terms of a defensive player. He actually plays the ball, O'Leary, if he touches it, in which case you would reset the phase. And what Peck and Knight do is frankly irrelevant, isn't it? My goodness me. What a complicated one. $17:30 gone. Dramatic start to this playoff semi-final. First leg here. Goal kick goes long from Max O'Leary, headed on by McCrory. Brewster knocks that one back to Chowdhury. And the ball is back with Viner. Thought these matches were boring. They may have few goals, but they're never boring. A couple of people saying it wouldn't reset. My understanding is it would, because I've seen incidents where the player doesn't even touch the ball, but makes an attempt at a defensive action, which then plays the next player onside. So yeah, we can debate that. I'll have enough humility here to say I don't know for certain. So hopefully we can debate it with optimum humility and allow everybody's opinion on something that's clearly highly subjective. No black or white with that. McCrory. Mehmeti's been fouled there by Ahmed Hodzic. He says he won the ball. He didn't. Free kick's been given. Referee Langford's trying to calm it all down. I think it's going to be a free kick in the corner, isn't it? Wow. So they've given us a big, long pause there. So close. So tight, that one. Goodness me. It wasn't a free kick at all. The whistle had gone previously. And Mike Cooper hits the goal kick out long. Chowdhury hooks that forward. Out it goes. 20 gone. Dramatic start in the first sort of quarter of this one. Very tight offside call. Sheffield United had the ball in the net on 10 minutes. I've seen 18 replays and can't tell you for definite. Joe Williams then smashes one off the crossbar for Bristol City. Brilliant stuff. Knocked forward by Dickey. Knight closed down by Souza. Bit of a soft foul, that one. Knight's clever to win that one. Hirakawa. Chowdhury. Campbell knocks it down the line. Back to Burrows. Goes in forward for Kiefer Moore. Tanner. Knight. Hirakawa. Wells. Hirakawa coming down the right-hand side. Nice build-up this one by Bristol City. Cross blocked out by Harrison Burrows. He's ahead of the ball, so offside. Rob, I can tell you for a fact, no one in the history of football has ever been offside for being ahead of the ball. I can give you that one as a fact. That's literally not the way the laws work. Ben, are you excited this time next year when Ipswich are playing Millwall in the Palace? Well, Millwall have got to bloody get in there first, haven't they? They always tempt us and tease us that they're going to get in there and never quite do. Do they? Good go again this season. Missed out just. Corner, Bristol City. Mehmeti driven in. Takes a deflection. It's going to be another corner. Quarter of this one played now. Bird is going to pop this one in left-footed. Headed out by Moore. Tanner heads it back in. Wells looked offside. Excuse me, it's Viner, isn't it? Flag doesn't go up, but I think it's going to be a goal kick for Mike Cooper. Anywho. We never quite got to the bottom of what happened between Moore and McCrory. I assume clash of heads. Although McCrory is fighting fit, just won that one in the air against Brewster. Tanner. Into the corner. I wonder who Pope Leo is. Is that who the new Pope is? Pope Leo. There we go. Went round the in-laws earlier. They were watching that. Ben, good evening. Predictions for tomorrow. What did I go? I went Coventry. Rob, you're backtracking now, mate. That's not what you said, because I've got the comment there. He's ahead of the ball, so offside. There you go. You've got to hold your hands up on that one, mate. We have the evidence. You can't add the extra detail now. I'm joking. I'm being playful. Throw in Sheffield United. I wonder if they'll hurl this one in long as well. That's where all the havoc came for the offside goal. Burrows to Harmer. Back to Burrows from the throw. Peck. Oh. Trying a clever little back heel. Back heels against his own leg. Big day for the Catholics, apparently. Not something I'm across, but hey. If the news channels are rolling with it constantly, then I'm sure plenty of people care. And who am I to say otherwise? Here's Brewster. Mehmeti knocks him off the ball. No foul. McCrory. Little dink ball over. Silly pass that given away. Harmer clips that one over. Lovely ball. Brewster's in the box. Brewster hits the shot blocked by McCrory. Sheffield United building up a little bit of momentum. Leo has won. Pope Idol. There you go, Blurb. Leo isn't the lion on MGM. When I think of Leo, I think of Leonardo DiCaprio. First and foremost. He's the best Leo, isn't he? Or do you think of the astrology star sign? Yeah. Astrology and Catholicism. Welcome to the watch along tonight. Dickie. Bird. Dickie Bird. Dickie. Horrible ball. Tries to play the channel, boots it straight out of play. Leonardo da Vinci. What's that Alan Partridge line? We're debating who's the best Lord? Lord of the Dance, Lord of the Rings, or Lord of the Flies? Well, flatly, my dear, I don't river dance. Leo Messi, there you go. Okay, maybe that's the winner, isn't it? Leonardo from the Turtles. Well, I think maybe named after Leonardo da Vinci. Goal kick goes long from Mike Cooper, headed on by Moore. Dickey wins it, steps out. McCrory. Yeah, sorry, you got a speaker in the background tonight, right there. Struggling for a bit of room in the office here. There's just loads of musical gear there. I need to get it all set up, actually, practice for some stuff. But playoffs has taken precedence. Chowdhury chasing back in the right back area. McCrory nips in there, but Chowdhury wins the throw-in. Thank you for all our super chatters, by the way. Liam, Liking Trash, Dylan, Kieran, John, Danny, Ben, and a new member there, Vox Phantom. Sounds like a wrestling name, doesn't it? Burrows. Harmer. Ahmed Hodzic. Robinson. Ahmed Hodzic. Chowdhury. Brewster knocks that in behind. Campbell is in the box. Campbell, huge chance. Campbell straight at the keeper. Can he follow it in? No, he can't. Harmer's going to try and follow it up. Harmer. Peck. Peck gets on his right foot, hits the shot deflected over the bar, tipped over. That should have been 1-0. Tyrese Campbell clear, through on goal. I don't know what quite happened here. It's a little slip by Viner. It's really poor defending. Kind of half steps off. Don't really know what he's doing there, Viner. He gets caught in complete no man's land. The ball goes in behind him. Campbell's in behind. One touch, two touch. Never looked confident on the left foot there, did he? Should score, really. Peck shot nicely blocked. O'Leary tipped it over the crossbar. Here comes the corner from Harmer. All headed back across Brewster. Brewster knocked down. Burrows. Burrows crosses back. Stick. Volleyed across the box by Harmer. Oh, they're having to defend here. Bristol City. Goodness me. Stood up to the back stick. I'm not entirely sure he meant to put that exactly where he did on the right foot there. Harmer just boots it back across the box and could go anywhere then, couldn't it? Terrible camera angle. Wow. Complaining is alive and well. Would you like me to go move it? Just give me 6 hours to drive down to Bristol and get back, and we can fix it. Just enjoy the game, whatever the camera angle is. I would give some credit to the keeper. Yeah, it's one of those where you say, okay, he makes the save, but he literally doesn't have to move, does he? Straight at him. Should be burying that, shouldn't he? McCrory. Mehmeti. Knight. Williams, who came closer than anyone, hit the crossbar earlier. Dickey follows that in, feeds it into Mehmeti. Knight. Manchester United 0, Athletic Bilbao 1. If anybody cares. McCrory. Knight. Sheffield United back in good defensive shape. Viner. Knight clips that over into the channel. Is Wells going to keep that in? Oh, yeah, miraculously so. Great bit of play by Wells. Bird. Wells. Back to Bird. Can he cross it? Yes, he can. Hirakawa arriving back stick. Burrows gets ahead on it. Hirakawa recycle. Step over. Williams. Patient, this. Hirakawa. Can they play through? Sheffield United defending well. Bristol City building the pressure. Back with Viner. Knight. Well played Sheffield United there. Good solid defensive block that. It's out for a throw-in. Hirakawa takes it quickly. Viner. Back inside his own half. Knight knocks that diagonally and headed away. Harmer, chest down. What a pass by Harmer. That's outstanding. Half volleys it across the pitch to Brewster. Brewster in the box. Moore arriving. They're racking up the chances now. Moore got his feet, his kind of step pattern completely wrong there. He's off balance. Look at that from Harmer. That's brilliant. Chest down and just boots the half volley into the path of Brewster. If Moore had had softer feet then, he literally could have opened his body up and knocked that on one more to Harmer. It would have been a hell of a pass, but it would have been no more difficult than the shot that he took on. Sheffield United definitely having the best openings in this. We've had the cigarette paper offside goal disallowed. We've had the 1v1 with Tyrese Campbell. We've had that chance there for Kiefer Moore. And although Bristol City went super close when they hit the bar, it was hardly a big chance. It was kind of out of nowhere, wasn't it? Edge of the box, drilled shot against the bar from Williams. Liam Manning just having a word with his players. Jess got to stay in this, haven't they? Conceding chances, but they've not conceded any goals. 6 shots in this first half so far for Sheffield United. 3 on target, including that 1v1 for Tyrese Campbell. I think we're going to have a substitution. Williams is done. That is bad news for Bristol City. Is that Earthy going to come in? Williams is walking off the pitch. Are we getting a substitution? It doesn't look like he's going off. But then we saw potentially someone getting ready on the bench there. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. .35 up. There's going to be a fair wedge of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Had the concussion protocol for McCrory. This injury block as well. We're off and running the game. McCrory into Viner, back to Dickey, closed down by Harmer, who looks like he fancies this. As I said, oh, Christ. Viner right across the defensive line. Harmer really turned up for Coventry in the playoffs, didn't he? And he looks like he's at it tonight. Couple of little moments, particularly that chest down, half volleyed pass there was a beaut, wasn't it? If Williams went off, I'd expect McGuane to replace. I think he's come back in, Nick, in the chat. It's weird because the Sky camera clearly got someone, I think it was George Earthy, wasn't it, stood up on the bench, looking like he fancied coming into the game. But then I'm sure every sub on the bench fancies coming into the game as soon as possible, right? Mehmeti tries to run Chowdhury. It's going to be a throw-in for Bristol City, which McCrory takes. He's recovered from that smash he got in the face. Blood gushing from his nose. Shot timeline from Sky tells us the last 5 shots in this game have been for Sheffield United. Hirakawa is going to throw this one in for Bristol City. About 8 to half time, but we're expecting, 5 stoppage time, end of the first half? You tell me. I never get those numbers right, do I? Bird. Not only has he conceded possession there, he's conceded a throw-in and handed it straight back to Sheffield United. 0-0. Sheffield United will definitely feel like they're the ones who should be going in at half-time in front, although Bristol City did go very close with that Williams shot smashed against the crossbar. Wouldn't be surprised if Bristol City sneak a goal. Well, football bloody hell, in the words of Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson, excuse me. It can happen, can't it? Viner. You know what it's like in 2-leg tournament football. Just stay within a goal. Don't let it get away. Here's Brewster. Brewster slides that one in behind for Campbell. Viner touch tight. Campbell. Peck. Campbell, corner of the box. Campbell crosses to the centre. Headed out by Viner. Wells back. But I think the foul being given on Williams. We want Earthy back at West Ham. West Ham could do with some players at the moment, couldn't they? Joe Williams is down and it looks like he's done. He's just beat the turf. And I think the substitute we kind of thought that was going to be happening 5 minutes ago is going to be happening right now. Excuse me while I blow my nose. 1 sec. The struggle is real with a 3-year-old child making me ill every 3 weeks. It's joyous. It really, really is. I never used to be ill before I had kids. Now I have a permanent cold. Williams is going off. He's trying to rile up. Rile up, is that the right word? Rouse a response from the watching masses at Ashton Gate. Maybe he'll be back on Monday for Bramall Lane. But he looks jolly disappointed to be leaving the biggest game of the season for Bristol City. Out Williams goes. In comes Earthy, as we'd imagined. Looks like Bird is going to sit in central midfield with Jason Knight, and Earthy is going to play off the front where Bird was. Naki Wells flanked by Mehmeti and now George Earthy. I need much more vitamin D, mate, honestly. I appreciate it, but I've just got a 3-year-old daughter. I'm getting plenty of vitamin D. Don't worry about that. Who decides to bring back every gross germ in the history of the universe from the childminder. Hirakawa. Nice little feed inside. Bird. McCrory. McCrory crosses back stick, hangs it up. Earthy's first touch is really bad. Tries to bring it down, just rolls away from him. To be fair, one of his teammates jumped right in front of him. Dewsbury Hall puts Chelsea in front. Oh, damn. That's going to make me go dum 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 dum. Oh man, when he used to play, where was he? He was Luton, wasn't he? Dewsbury Hall. Oh, that used to get climbing up on Dewsbury Hall. Used to get in my head and then just not go. So we need to get that out of my head now. I just can't get you out of my head. We're going to get a long throw from Jack Robinson. Again, remember what happened from the last one of these. A very tight offside call. In it goes. Long. Same move again. Ahmed Hodzic got the flick. He moves back, flicks it on. Campbell runs forward. Didn't quite work as well this time, but they've been warned. Crikey. Here's Knight. McCrory tries to flick that round the corner. Chowdhury blocks it out. Kids at school are a veritable transmitter, like rats and lice. Bless them, hey? Although Enid seems to have shaken this off much quicker than I have. Great manners in this game, taking it in turns to have attacks. Well, Sheffield United have had more turns than Bristol City, is all I'll say about that. Here's Mehmeti. Oh, that's helped into McCrory, who's in the corner of the box. McCrory pops that in, headed out by Ahmed Hodzic on the near post on station. McCrory. Peck. Pickpocketed by Mehmeti, but Brewster's there to sweep it up. Souza. Clever there, draws the foul. Not a lot in that, was there? Really? First goal will be so important for Bristol City. Will there be a first goal? Yeah, Souza's done a number on Earthy there, hasn't he? Not much in that at all. Clever. Exaggerates the contact. Draws the foul. Use whatever language you're comfortable with. Kids are a disease vector. A parent is sick for the first 7 years. I'm currently enjoying that. Need more cowbell. Well, Wells is chasing that, but the whistle's gone for a foul in the centre circle on Anel Ahmed Hodzic. By Wells himself. I didn't spot that. Little shove as the 50-50 is taking place. And my God, I got the stoppage time right. It is indeed 5 extra minutes minimum stoppage time. Excuse me. We will take on Fluids at half-time and battle through. Remember, after the game, I will be on the Sportsman's live stream. So head over to that with Gab Sutton and Simon Lilybury and Ollie from the Sheffield United Way. Mehmeti goes down, no foul. Souza. Ahmed Hodzic. Chowdhury. Peck knocks that into Harmer. It's gone loose, and O'Leary kind of clears it. Doesn't really get hold of that with the left foot, does he? Is it tonight you're on Sportsman Untitled? Yes, Chris. Straight after the game. Oh, Moore is chasing through. Good tackle by Dickey. Moore holds his hand up. It's not a good tackle by Dickey. And the red card is going to come out. Wow. Oh, my first instinct was he got round and took the ball there. But Rob Dickey, for the second time this season, has been red carded. This is massive. Now, I could be wrong. My first instinct was there. He got his leg round and made the tackle. He did have his arms around, though, as well. We got a penalty. We got a red card for Dogso here. Let's have a look. Moore goes through. Yeah, I was wrong. It's definitely a red card. He's got both arms around him. Oh, dear. All I saw was the foot come round the side. And Rob Dickey, yeah, I make that a red card. He points at the ball, but he puts both arms around Kiefer Moore as he goes through. And this is a gigantic swing now, especially if they can score this penalty. The game could swing absolutely massively now. If they can get in front here, knowing they're playing 10 men for the next 45 here, this is big, big problems. And the penalty is in to the back of the net. Harrison Burrows sticks it in. And now the odds in this semi-final swing massively, massively in Sheffield United's favour. Burrows, who scored the winning goal. It's deja vu all over again. Tyrese Campbell saying to his teammates, everybody keep calm, keep your heads. A Dickey red card followed by a Burrows goal is what happened at Ashton Gate. And it is Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 1. Get your thoughts in. What happened to the double jeopardy rule? Yeah, it's not a genuine attempt to get the ball because he's fouled him with his arms. So I guess he's red carded him for the two hands around him. In which case, no, double jeopardy doesn't apply. If it's a genuine attempt to get the ball, then double jeopardy would have applied. I disagree, Lewis. There, it can only be a red if Dickey didn't try and play the ball. He pulls Moore back with two arms and then plays the ball. He's been red carded before he tries to play the ball, essentially. So no, I think it's a definite red. You can't tackle with your arms, both arms round. He's given himself nowhere to go there, Dickey, I'm afraid. My first instinct when I saw from the hard cam is his leg came round. But obviously I saw on the replay what the ref saw, where he's got both arms around him, pulling him back. So, yeah. If it's a foul for that, and you can debate whether that's a foul or not, my argument is why are you running back into your own box with two arms around a striker? If it is a foul, then it is a red. Whereas if you're given the foul for the foot coming across, then yeah, you can say that's a deliberate attempt to play the ball. But I don't think that's what he's been penalised for. Wow. Controversial game, this one. Goodness me. Here is Bird. Viner. Back to Bird. McCrory. Bird. 10 versus 11 for the entire second half. And Sheffield United will be smelling blood here. Can they get a 2-goal advantage going into the second leg? Oh, goodness me. I understand it. It's a shame because it's completely killed the game. That's the deal, though, isn't it? And I'm afraid that's on Rob Dickie, isn't it? You can't let a striker get goal side and then stick both arms around him. What are you doing? You'll get away with it if you don't use your arms, but you can't tackle with your arms. They can complain, but that ain't getting overturned. Believe you me. Foolish from Dickie. Yeah. Agreed. I wonder if he regretted the offside call from earlier. I mean, that one was so tight, Rich. That didn't feel like a, to use the terminology, clear and obvious mistake. Yeah, I've got that as Dogso and a red card for both arms around a striker running through on goal. With the extra man, does Sheffield United try and win the tie in the second half? Yes, I would say so. When they've got to go for it, haven't they? That's the third card this ref has given in similar circumstances since Easter. It's Langford, Rob, isn't it? Evening, Ben. Double jeopardy. No, I think Strutty, I think he's been red carded for the arms around, which isn't a genuine attempt to play the ball. That's an attempt to rugby tackle the player. So I think he's been red carded for the 2 arms around, not for the leg coming round the side. In which case, I agree with the ref that I think it's a red card. If he hadn't put his arms around him and the leg round the side was deemed the foul, then yeah, that would be double jeopardy and it would have just been a yellow card. But you can't put your arms around a striker running through on goal. Sky Sports are saying it's not a red card. Well, it's a game of opinions, isn't it? I'd like to hear the rationale for why it wouldn't be a red card. But there you go. You do get a red card if there's no attempt for the ball. Yeah, I think people are getting confused. I don't think the foul is the leg coming round in the attempt for the ball. I think the foul is 2 arms around a player running into the box, which is a clear foul. You can't tackle with your arms. You can't just rugby tackle someone. So if they're judging it as on Sky, and you know it's up to them. If they're just looking at the leg coming round, then fine. But you can't ignore the two arms around, and I think that's what the foul has been given for. Yeah, exactly, Rich. Double jeopardy when you don't make a genuine attempt. Yeah, and you can't do both. You can't make a non-genuine attempt and then a genuine attempt, and the genuine attempt is the only one that counts, is it? There you go. think it's a yellow for each arm he had around him. So yeah, there you go. Right. I'm going to take 5, guys. Rest my throat a little bit. Keep the comments coming in. Keep the debate coming in as well. Plenty of it. Plenty of controversy in the first half. Very tight offside goal disallowed. We've had a red card for Dogso and a penalty scored right at the end of the first half there. Controversial is Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 1. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. The playoffs are off and running, aren't they? We've had 45 minutes, and within 10 minutes, we had a very, very tight offside call. We had Joe Williams smash one against the bar. We had a couple more chances for Sheffield United, and then a huge moment maybe in the whole tie in the 180 minutes, if Sheffield United can really take advantage now, because Rob Dickie was red carded for a dog-so on a bang-on 45 minutes, pretty much, wasn't it? Harrison Burrows sticks the penalty in, and now Sheffield United, they don't get the next, what would it be, 135 minutes guaranteed against 10 men, but they definitely get the next 45 minutes against 10 men. And if they can get themselves a second goal and a 2-goal lead, we know what history says about that. We know what history says against 6th against 3rd anyway, don't we? But a 2-goal lead will surely be too much for Bristol City in the second leg. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for all of your wonderful support with the super chats in the first half. Thank you to Liam, Liking Trash, Dylan, Kieran, John, Danny, Ben, and Vox Phantom is a new member as well. And also, remember, we will be on the Sportsman's Breakdown with Gab Sutton and Simon Lillebury and Ollie from the Sheffield United Way. I'll be joining them at 10 p.m. So you can follow me across if you want at 10 p.m. to have a little bit of a chit chat and a post-match on this one. Right, what have we got in the chat? Bad clearance by the goalie put Dickie under pressure. I didn't even know how it led up. All I saw was the ball go over the top. And I've got to admit, my first instinct, I didn't see the two arms around the first time. I just saw the leg come around the side. But as soon as I saw the replay, I know exactly why the red card came out. Sheffield is red. How's it going, Ben? All right. It's a bit tense, isn't it? Plenty of controversy as ever, plenty of debate around the refereeing decisions here. Beza Reza, missed any drama? It's been fun, unless you're a Bristol City fan. But you never know. We have seen heroic performances from teams with 10 men before. Thank you for all your support on the super chats. I wonder if we can get a like spike going. We've got 110 likes here on the stream. Wonder if we can get that closer to 150. Wherever you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, etc., hit that thumbs up button for me. You've got 11 seconds. Let's do a like spike. Keep your wonderful support and your comments coming in. Let me do one more plug, one more call to action. We are very close to having 46,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel here. It says 45,925 on my iPad there. So if you're watching the stream and you don't subscribe to channels on YouTube and you want to help me out and you want to get recommended all the videos from the channel, why don't you hit the subscribe button right now? You got 10 seconds to do it. This is a sub surge. Right, let's get into the comments, see what you guys are saying. Fantastic wildlife. If City can hold on with the same score, it would be a result, but we'll lose Dickie for the second leg. It's not looking good. No, it is not. Didn't get a great look at the penalty, to be honest, from the camera angle. And I think they just quickly got it as he was running up the Sky directors, didn't they? Took it really well, Harrison Burrows. Tom just got in here. So thoughts on the red? Yeah, I thought it was a dog-so. I thought when he put his two arms around him, he was done for. So it's silly from Dick. If he hadn't put the two arms around and he'd just gone with the leg around the side, which did appear to take the ball, didn't it? Then even if it, might not have even been a foul. And even if it was a foul, he would have only got a yellow, and that doesn't kind of end the tie. But yeah, as soon as you run in, you're sticking both arms around the striker. You don't have a leg to stand on, do ya? Thank you. We do have some more subscribers. Thank you. The sub surge worked. Looks like Hayden Roberts has come in and Sinclair Armstrong has come in. So fair play. Liam Manning and Hirakawa and Wells have come out. So I'm guessing he's going to stick Sinclair Armstrong on and say, just go and occupy 5 defenders at once. A lot of people are, I don't think, understanding this double jeopardy thing. The double jeopardy only applies when it's a clear attempt to play the ball. So if Rob Dickie has been red carded for the two arms around the, hugging Kiefer Moore, that is not an attempt to play the ball. You can't play the ball with your arms. It's a rugby tackle. So no double jeopardy whatsoever there, and nor should it. Tackle with your legs. Don't rugby tackle people. So yeah, the double jeopardy thing is just not. It's a non-event as soon as he puts his arms around him, because that is not a genuine attempt to play the ball. It can't be, because it's called football and you can't use your arms to play the ball. Right, we are off and running in the second half. Sorry, let me reset the clock up here. And let's see if Sheffield United can leverage their extra man. And let's see if Bristol City can hold tight and keep things close here. You're almost saying if they get out at 1-0, it's a decent result here, given it's 10 men for the entirety of the second half. Let me just reset these teams, because obviously we had Hirakawa and Wells go out for Sinclair Armstrong and Hayden Roberts. Remember as well, Joe Williams went out in the first half for George Earthy. Here is Peck. Peck with a really bad shot, which is going to turn into an attacking pass there. They nearly got very lucky there, Sheffield United. Shot kind of wasn't even going to go out of play then. It didn't have enough power on it, and it was recycled out by, I think, Brewster down that side. Here comes Chowdhury. Mehmeti foot in. Well, there you go, Rich. Trust your keeper. Alex Ferguson always used to say that. He used to say, trust your... I mean, it helps when Peter Schmeichel's your goalkeeper, and he's very good at saving one-on-ones. I know what you mean, Bremner's Ghost. Don't say last man, though. It's not last man. It's denial of obvious goal-scoring opportunity. There is an important distinction there. Harmer drives the shot in from 25 yards over the bar. For Sheffield United then, so it's Cooper in goal, Chowdhury and Burrows, Ahmed Hodzic and Robinson, Brewster, Harmer, Peck, Souza, Moore, Campbell. For Bristol City, who I'm guessing are playing some kind of a back four now, of Viner, McCrory, Tanner and Roberts. Williams is out, isn't he? So Earthy's in, Knight and Bird, Mehmeti, Earthy, and it's not Wells, it'll be Armstrong, won't it? So kind of a 4-4-1 or a 4-2-3 when you're attacking, potentially. If they can do much attacking, in this here second half. Earthy knocks that down the line. Armstrong tries to run the channel. Armstrong has been penalised. I don't know what for. But it's going to be a free kick to Sheffield United. Oh, it's a handball. Armstrong's hitting the deck. Yeah, we've had a few referee ruining the game comments. It's literally his job. He's got to follow the rules. And yeah, if it's a dog, so it's a red card. What can you do? Maybe you could argue Rob Dickey's ruined the game, not referee Langford, if he's the one that's made the foul. But yeah, it's much easier to yell at referees, isn't it? And externalize the locus of control, presumably away from the football club you support sometimes. But never give up with 10 men. Absolutely not. And they won't. And I suppose the longer it goes at 1-0, Sheffield United will kind of go, oh, well, should we start sitting in and just take the 1-0? Let's be honest, any playoff game, if you're away first, you take a 1-0 win, don't you, for goodness sakes? Ian, your legend, welcome to you. Dan, this channel has been brilliant recently. Thanks so much. Very kind. Yeah, I know what you're saying, David. It's a shame you got sent off, but them's the laws, isn't it? It does feel we could make a few tweaks. Sometimes it feels like some red card offences are harsher than others. Defender won the ball. It was only a little tug, eh? Well, I agree with you there, Craig, as well. I love the Championship, but Championship strikers don't always score 1v1s. We just saw Tyrese Campbell miss one 5 minutes before, didn't we? Not 5 minutes before, but 15 minutes before. Yeah, trust your keeper. $52 up. Non-event of a second half thus far. Sheffield United just feeling it out. Chris Wilder this season has been a manager who's gone all in and attacked games. I remember we did that Hull game where they were down 1-0 to Hull and just went for it and lost 3-0, didn't they? Derby fan, by the way. Chances of us featuring on this watch along this time, you never know. Mr. Eustace in there, hey? I like your jumper. Thank you, Greg. Very kind. Evening, Bungalow. I seem to have missed a big moment. Yes, you did. Knocked into the channel for Armstrong to chase. There does seem to be no allowance ever for sort of half simulation, Lurk. It's every foul, isn't it? Every foul, every player falls to the floor, exaggerates contact. That's too widespread to bring up. I'm not saying it's right, but the argument is you get fouled, you only get the decision if you fall over. That's the deal. Ahmed Hodzic, Robinson. You would think at some point in this half, Bristol City are going to run out of legs and Sheffield United are going to start dominating. And Bristol City have got to hang in there for the good of the tie. Sheffield United can be most of the way to Wembley if they play this well tonight. If they can leave with a 2-0 lead, that is massive, isn't it? And Sandra points out the and so does Paul, the Sheffield Wednesday one. Yes, you're right to point that out, but you've got to acknowledge you're pointing out the complete outlier. And the exception doesn't always prove the rule, does it? Especially in a third versus sixth here, where you're talking about sixth place coming back. Yes, we had the Derby example in 2019, but yeah, that's it. Someone say the playoffs are a lottery. Yeah, my favourite thing. Hey, call them what you like. Hey, they're brilliant. If they're a lottery, then I'm not playing because you're supposed to get random chance in a lottery. But hey, I've bitten there, Simon, haven't I? O'Leary clears long, 55 up. Armstrong wins the free kick. That's what he's been brought on for, isn't he? Can he just knock the ball into him where you've got 10 men and miss out a load of passing, basically? Here's Peck. Slides that away to Brewster. Back to Peck. Peck to Burrows, the goal scorer. And what a dreadful pass. Completely overhit. Chris Wilder says, calm down. And he's probably going to be a bit annoyed, actually, Chris Wilder, because they're not playing the 10 men situation well yet, Sheffield United. It's not to say that they won't. They look a bit panicky. They know they've got a big advantage here. They're just not quite managing to utilise it yet. Jonathan, I think it's one of those. Manning will be happy with the result. Wilder will know then Bristol City would have to come. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, you go into the second game if you've got the lead, knowing that they've got to come at you. Can't just sit in at 1-0 down. Here's Viner. Earthy, Tanner, Viner. Armstrong drives across the box, and first kind of attacking momentum here for Bristol City second half. In goes the cross, headed up by Robinson. Earthy, nice control, and given away, or intercepted rather by Burrows, who draws the foul. Dan, see the players of the tournament. Why have VR at Wembley but not in the semis? Infrastructure. Well, I think, yeah, you've answered that. There you go. Richard's answered you underneath. Yeah, it's just so expensive to stick in, isn't it? That because then the argument is if you're having it in the semis, then why not have it for the rest of the league? Because it would be in those stadiums, or I don't have a problem with it being at Wembley and not in the semis. I don't get quite so vexatious about it as many people seem to do, but as long as we get to the right, I could have done with VAR tonight on that off cycle. Here's Peck. Peck drives the shot. O'Leary just lets that one go wide of the post. Mark, the fizz has gone out of the game. It has a little bit, hasn't it? Yeah, Sheffield United don't quite know. that intensity Sheffield United had for times in the first half, they've just stepped off it a little bit. Most profitable game, the £1 billion game, Rich, yeah? I remember in the 90s when it was like the £30 million game. And now everyone like adds up the parachute payments as well, don't they? And says, okay, so it's 100 million. It's the 210. They add the commercial, the £250 million game. How about that? I wonder if the red would have been reversed had VAR been involved. Probably would have been more like the other way around, that he would have been able to wait, give the penalty, and then he would have had some help with the red card, I think. But no, I don't think that would have been overturned, no. Ahmedhodzic. Brewster. Chowdhury. Brewster. Souza. Campbell. Moore. Great football. Brewster. Peck. Oh, just wide of the post. That would have been a brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant football there by Sheffield United, who just start to click for the second time and use that man advantage. Some nice quick passing around the box. Not entirely sure Brewster meant exactly to do that. Does he? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, he does actually, to be fair. Nice flick. Bodo Glimt 0. Tottenham 1. For anybody who cares. Moore. Brewster. Chowdhury. Robinson. Burrows. Robinson. Sheffield United ticking now. Ahmedhodzic to Chowdhury. Souza out to Chowdhury. Past the hour mark now. Sheffield United fans are going to want them to go and get the second goal, win that tie tonight, or at least give yourself a massive advantage. It's rare we get 2-goal advantages from leg 1 to leg 2 in the playoffs, isn't it? Such tense, tight games. Harmer's going to take a throw in. Now, Robert, I hope Tottenham win that trophy. When was the last time Tottenham won something? Have they won the League Cup recently? They must have, mustn't they? Burrows. Ahmedhodzic. The pressure's starting to build now. They're having all the ball, Sheffield United. Bristol City played it well for the first 10 minutes of the half, didn't they? Souza. I think that was a shot. Brewster holds his hand up. I think he saw O'Leary in a not advantageous position. What word do I want to use there? Not advantageous. That feels like a waste of syllables, doesn't it? Answers on a postcard. He tries to lob him. It's pretty poor, isn't it? What do people think? Coventry v Sunderland. I went home win. In fact, I've got my mega pad here. Spoiler alert for the Premier League predictions tomorrow. They got rid of that. What did I go with? There we go. There they are. Coventry 2, Sunderland 1. I went with foul by Peck. I think yellow card's going to come out for that one. Referee Langford in shot again. Out it comes for Peck. Yeah, he's got that one right, actually. Let's go through Jason Knight. Bristol City last played in top flight in 1980. Well, Ewan, they're going to have to go some way, stay in this tie, and win it at Bramall Lane, I think. if they want to get back in the top flight. Right about May the 24th, yeah? Mehmeti. Like that prediction, yeah, famous last words. Sunderland rather sleepwalk through the end of the season. Yeah, God knows what Sunderland are going to look like. Could come out like absolute demons, couldn't they? Haven't had a nice rest. Probably not, but we'll see. Chowdhury shepherds that out. Rather laid back chap, Hamza Chowdhury, having a bit of fun with the. That's quite a vociferous corner of Ashton Gate down there, isn't it? I'm sure they're trying to get a rise out of him, but he's been around the block and back again, Hamza Chowdhury, hasn't he? Robinson, Ahmed Hodzic, Chowdhury. The possession is starting to build now. My second half number is 63% possession, Sheffield United. By the way, first half, 70% possession, Bristol City. Which says a lot, doesn't it, about how Sheffield United were approaching this, letting them have the ball and then launching those attacks, because they had the majority of the chances, even at 11 versus 11. Harmer is fouled. Free kick to the Blades. Tom Davies, Callum O'Hare, and Andre Brooks are going to come on. What is Chris Wilder up to? Central midfielder, winger. Don't know where he's going to stick O'Hare. Probably wide as well. He's taken Campbell off. I wonder if he's going to put Brewster up front. That's if Brewster stays in the game. O'Hare in. Sidney Peck is coming out. That is purely because he's just been booked, isn't it? Wilder probably sees it as a red card risk. Tom Davies, super experienced from Everton. Who's Brooks coming in for? Brewster is out of the game. So it is kind of going to be, maybe it's going to go to a 4-2-3-1 shape here, because they don't have two strikers on anymore. Bodo Glimt 0, Tottenham 2. If you care about that, then you will appreciate me telling you that. Yeah. Steve, hope O'Hare gets a red. You don't want to see him at Wembley, Steve. Judith, I've been watching you for a bit now and feel you don't like Sunderland too much. I personally think they're a good team. Why the dislike? So, Judith, if I may, I'd imagine you're probably a Sunderland fan. So what's happening here is there's one person in this this relationship who's got an emotional attachment either for or against Sunderland, and it's not me. So I'm pretty down the middle on all teams. But if you like Sunderland a lot, then you might perceive that someone who's just down the middle, because they like them less than you do, that they dislike them. But yeah, it won't be me. Here is Earthy. And that's okay, by the way. You can love your team lots, but don't assume that because I don't love your team that I don't like them. I'm just neutral, which means I like them less than you do. That's a fact. But don't dislike them. That's different. Here is Viner. Knocks that back to O'Leary. Armstrong backing in. Doesn't get any change out of Robinson. He hates Kings Lynn Town. Imagine that. The wonderful Kings Lynn's horrible to get to, actually, to be fair, isn't it? Is that the one where you go past Norwich and then... Oh, no, Judith, I didn't think you were being rude. I don't diss Sunderland. Absolutely not, no. Nothing against Sunderland whatsoever. Nothing against any team, really. Sometimes fans of teams are annoying, but that's often nothing to do with the team, is it? And best of luck to Sunderland tomorrow at Coventry. You want me to pay Sunderland a compliment? They were absolutely brilliant for about the first 5 months of this season. There you go. Out of nowhere. Brilliant young team. And on his day, Enzo Lefebvre is one of my favourite players in the league. And Chris Rigg is as well, actually. There you go. Chowdhury. Oh, nice ball into Davies. Davies knocks it on. O'Hare. Brooks. Davies. 20 to go. Davies. Strong. Tries to feed through to O'Hare. O'Hare can't receive. And there is Ollie R. Blaster. I knew the cameras would find him tonight. In the away end, which is quite tremendous, with no security. Oh, there you go. Not even a Sunderland fan. How about that? Ben loves Norwich. I mean, that might be pushing it, mightn't it? My dad supports Norwich. Lesser known fact about me and my wonderful father. Maybe that's what makes me be able to be reasonable, hey? Brooks, he's going the wrong way, but he's knocked it back home to Mike Cooper. Trying to remember the sides that's been suggested you liked him. All of them, Rich. What football fans are like, Rich, is they're like a guy who, when a girl looks at them, is like, oh, she looked at me. She must like me. So I said something nice about your football team. I don't love them. I just thought they did something good. How about that? Oh, and it goes low. Brooks! And it is 2-0. And you have to feel that that might be game over in this 3rd versus 6 semi-final. Chris Wilder's going to take the plaudits for the substitution. Andre Brooks with the left foot forces in goal number 2. And that vital 2-goal lead that is so rare in a playoff semi-final first leg is now on the board. There's Ollie R. Blaster celebrating there in with the Blades fans. That's a huge goal, and it's Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 2. And the cross just comes all the way over. I think it's going to go through Tanner's legs. Whoop. Oh, in fact, give Callum O'Hare some credit for the dummy. I think that's what, I don't know who that is in the middle there. O'Hare knows what he did. Yeah, good dummy. Chris Wilder celebrates that, and fair play Wilder for the substitution there. Brooks into the game and scores pretty much immediately. Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 2. Get your thoughts in the comments. Double dummy. O'Hare is the dummy. Playing poor, but pull random goals out of the game. There we go. I hate Wembley. Gives me nightmares. Does that mean my Ipswich supporting is my childhood rebellion? No, David. So my dad grew up in Diss, which is like halfway between Ipswich and Norwich. So he's a Norwich fan. But then they moved to Ipswich. So he kept his team. But obviously I grew up in Ipswich. To be fair, I had the choice. I could have, if I'd wanted. Oh, edge of the box here. Shot driven in by Mehmeti, held by Mike Cooper. But Ipswich was my hometown team. When am I going to start writing my book? Would anybody read that, Steve? There's more to Norfolk than this. Cliff Thorburn. Deary me. Nice from O'Hare. It's a really good dummy, isn't it? Yeah, clever. Clever. Well, you're too kind, Steve, aren't you? You are too kind. 75 gone. Bristol City 0. Sheffield United 2. And it feels like Sheffield United are going to Wembley, doesn't it? I know we've got to do it all over again on Monday night. But it feels rare. I don't know if anyone can do any research for me. 2-goal leads in the Championship. I'm trying to think of one. 2-goal lead at the midway point in a playoff semi-final. Doesn't happen often, does it? Does not happen often. Here is Sousa. Manchester United 2, Athletic Bilbao 1, for anyone who cares about that. O'Hare, another dummy. He's full of them. Burrows. Chowdhury. Brooks. Oh, nice play by Brooks. Chowdhury pops the cross in more. Oh, he heads it goalwards. Could he have headed that into Callum O'Hare? There you go. I'm getting plenty of... Maybe, Shay, you could ghostwrite it for me. The Leeds Derby Lampard, Michael, it was only 1-0 at half-time. Or after leg one, wasn't it? Wasn't a 2-goal lead. Disclaimer, that's a joke. I didn't see it, Simon. If you did write your memoirs, would they be the Benoirs? David's here all week, everybody, for the playoffs. That red changed everything. I mean, Ben, I'm going to slightly split hairs with you, mate. It was significant. I don't think it changed everything, though. If it had been 1-0 at half-time without the red, given the chances that Sheffield United made, I don't think anyone would have been massively surprised, would they? But yeah, formative, for sure. Come on, someone, in the chat. When was the last 2-0 advantage? Thank you, Callum. Cardiff 0-4. I remember that. Josh Onoma scored an absolute worldie at the end of the first leg, didn't he? In fact, here you go. Big Kiefer would have been playing in that game, wouldn't he, for Cardiff, who's playing tonight. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Here's Harmer down the left. Bristol City have got to make sure this doesn't go to 3. Excuse me, I'm going to mute. There we go. Yeah, we're talking Championship. The Sheffield Wednesday one was in League One, wasn't it? Here's Harmer. Sticks the corner in. Oh, headed down. It's 3-0. Oh, it's got nasty. Really, really nasty now. Think Callum O'Hare got the final touch on the goal line. Was headed down. Sousa hit the shot. Game over. This is done, guys. This is absolutely done. Bristol City 0. Sheffield United 3. Go and book your Just Park at Wembley. Book your train tickets, Blades fans. This is done, isn't it? It is 3-0 now. And you just cannot see Bristol City overturning a 3-goal lead. I don't know who's going to get credited with the goal. It felt like the shot was going in from Sousa anyway. Does O'Hare touch it over the line? Let's have a look. I think he might back heel that in, actually. What a sub cameo by O'Hare, by the way. Oh, what a goal! That's actually brilliant. Did I see that right? My God. That's actually an incredible goal by Callum O'Hare. I didn't see that correctly the first time. He tries to jump over the ball, and as he's landing, he very, very deliberately back heels that in. Completely didn't see that. I just thought it kind of deflected in off him. That's an incredible bit of skill by Callum O'Hare. Really, really brilliant goal. That completely befuddled me from the first time I saw it. And it is Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 3. My goodness me. Blackburn would have put up a better fight tonight. I can't say you're wrong about that. Rob Holding's going to come on for Sheffield United. Blackpool Forest. How many years ago was that one, Ewan? Ashley, you're going to get this argument a lot, yeah. If Sheffield United go up, only 3 teams in the Championship will have parachute payments next season, which, if you're a fan of one of the teams that has the parachute payments, is great because you've got a massive advantage. For the wellness of the Championship, it's not a good thing, is it? But there you go. Robert Glatzel. Deary me. Have you got any friends who work in petrol stations? Well, hey, Mr. Partridge. It's all gone very Partridge tonight, isn't it? This has to be the worst bit of trolling I've ever had. You're suck. Imagine trying to tell someone they sucked and not even been able to spell you suck. Standing ovation, everybody, for Super Stan before I hit the block button. Oh, dear. That's sad, isn't it? Bless. Godspeed, Super Stan. You'll suck. Here is Davies. Bristol City I said they've got to get to the end and not let it go 3. Well, I think now they've got to not let it go 4, obviously, but I think the damage is done here. Can't see Sheffield United giving up a 3-goal lead at Bramall Lane in a one-off tie, can you? This tie is all over. Oh, Kurt Angle, you suck. Dun, dun, dun. You suck. You suck. I can't do it. I suck, apparently. What are you going to do? Here's Burrows. Ahmed Hodzic. Burrows. Sousa being hassled by Armstrong. Armstrong leave one on Robinson there. Yes, he did. Needs to be a bit careful now. How does this shape my prediction for the second leg? Well, I went 0-0 in this one. That prediction went well, didn't it? I mean, what it does open up in the second leg is that a draw is now perfectly fine for Sheffield United. What a season for Ben's book. If Ben sucks, then what are we all doing? There is no hope for anyone. Well, thank you, Gray. Right. Oh, dear. It's all gone south here. Sam, at least we get to see Preston and Preston stop it. Oh, the gallows humour has started already. And some of the Bristol City fans have seen enough. Or they're just going to the toilet. Going to get a cup of tea. It's a shame, isn't it, when you get all hyped up for a playoff game and you're 3-0 down with 5 minutes to go. Out comes Gus Harmer, who looked at it for 15 minutes in the first half, didn't he? Sam McCallum is going to come in. Harmer being wrapped in cotton wool. Chris Wilder will be very pleased with his substitutions, especially the one to bring Andre Brooks into the game because he got that second goal. There you go. Loving the chat tonight, Rich. Who's back tomorrow? Yes, me. I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll also be, maybe you lot can come over to the Sportsman YouTube channel straight after this with Gab Sutton, Simon Lillibury, and Ollie from the Sheffield United Way, who's going to be very giddy after this. We'll be over at the Sportsman channel starting at pretty much 10 p.m, hopefully. So it'll be as soon as this stream finishes, we are going to head over there. And if you're still bimbling about on YouTube, then come and give that stream a look. Am I coming to the second leg? Paul, I will not be at the second leg, but I will be at the final. If your team's going to be there, I will be there. Thank you, EFL. Support Fantasy EFL Playoffs. We'll be doing another round of that for the second legs. She left me for a fitness instructor. I swear about 50% of this chat has been Alan Partridge quotes tonight, hasn't it? Dear oh me. Oh, Armstrong's surely going to go in the book now, isn't he? Just bumped into McCallum. Is he going to get one more foul before he gets a yellow? I think referee Langford is just explaining that to him. Hopefully Sunderland will be there as well. We shall see. We shall see. Coventry, Sunderland tomorrow. Tonight is Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 3. And this one feels like it's all over. Here's Burrows. Holding. Ahmed Hodzic. Brooks. McCallum. It's not McCallum, it's Chowdhury. Every time. Burrows. There's McCallum on the opposite wing. Manchester United 4. Athletic Bilbao 1. How about that, if you care? Steve Cooper looking for a job. Can he take Watford? I bloody love Steve Cooper. Any championship team would be lucky to have him, I think. Armstrong goes 50-50 with Davies. I think it's going to be a Bristol City throw. Who wins the playoff final? Bloom. Don't know. But it looks as though a lot like Sheffield United are going to be in it. Let's see what happens tomorrow night. We'll tell you more then. Rooney to Watford. Get him in there. Chelsea 1, Djurgården 0. For those of you who care. Burrows. Davies. How much stoppage time, you lot? 4 minutes? Back from work, and looks like Bristol City are done. Yeah. Problematic. Hear me out, Oliver. You don't have to say hear me out. You give your opinion, whatever it is. Everyone says Coventry will beat Sun. I think that will shock everyone. I've put 60 quid on it. Please gamble responsibly. Preferably with our friends from Boyle Sports, who we'll be doing the predictions with on Monday with Sam Parkin. See what the big man's got to say. McCallum, 30 seconds normal to go. O'Hare hits the shot, smashes into the chest of George Tanner. Out it goes. You must have a basic grasp of Latin if you're doing a watch along. Well, do you know, I couldn't tell you one Latin word, even if I tried. Compos mentis, is that Latin? Latin. I always correct Enid when she doesn't pronounce her T's as well. I'm such a hypocrite. I come from Ipswich. Of course, I don't speak proper. 3 minutes stoppage time. Here's Brooks, edge of the box. He's going to shoot. No, he's not. Fooled me. Davies clips it in, back stick, and that's going to be a high foot, dangerous play. Ahmed Hodzic attempting the overhead kick and nearly booting someone in the face. Can you ask Sam if he can come back and get us out of League One next season? He's a goal scorer. I think Mr. Morris and Adebayo will be all right in League One, won't they? Hey? Remember, guys, we are over, or rather, I am over on the Sportsman YouTube immediately after this one finishes. So come and join us over there. See what Gab Sutton's got to say. Simon Lillebury and Ollie from the Sheffield United way. Looking forward to chopping it up with those guys. Although I think we're probably all going to be in agreement that this tie is pretty much over at 3-0. Goodness me. Let me just do my thanks again for the super chats earlier in the show. Brilliant. Liam, Liking Trash, Dylan, Kieran, John, Danny, Ben, and Vox Phantom, a new member. Thank you so much for your support here tonight, guys. Roberts knocks that home to O'Leary, who clears long. We have about 65 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. How does Sunderland prepare for the playoffs after ending with it? I don't know. But Huddersfield did all right with Wagner, didn't they? They won him. What is the link for that channel? I've got no idea. Just type in the Sportsman Untitled podcast and hopefully that should appear. In fact, why don't I do that for you now? On my iPad right here, you should be able to see the branding that you're looking for. It's that branding there. And we are really looking forward to that. All crossed in back sticks a chance. Oh, goodness me. Straight at the keeper. Offside flag goes up. And it is full time. Ryan has ended the watch long with a super chat. Ben to host another watch long. It must not turn into. Are we going to Yeovil Aerodrome for that? Deary me. Thank you so much, guys. Kiefer Moore's got a split lip and blood running down his mouth. It's all over here. Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 3. Come and join the conversation over at the Sportsman YouTube channel. I'll give all my post-match on there, and you can hear from Gab and Simon and Ollie as well. You're looking for that branding. Just type the Sportsman in to YouTube. Kicking off a bit there. Gus Harmer and Harry Cornick. Keep an eye on that. I don't know why Kiefer Moore's got a fat lip. there. Hamza Chowdhury's trying to get everyone to calm down. So is Chris Wilder. They just got to get out of dodge. Wilder's trying to gather everybody together. It's all a bit gnarly at the end of this one. Right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Come and join us over at the Sportsman channel in about 5 minutes' time. Thank you, everybody, for watching.